TKA, Student Store would like to remind you to be careful with the school's equipment, especially vending machines. That means, please don't insert inappropriate items into the coin slots, including pennies and nuts. Seriously? Furthermore, don't shake or climb on the vending machine. Remember to keep this in mind to keep them operational. If you're interested in reading
Good morning, TKA. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2016. I'm Julian Shaw. Ali Gishi is off today, so it'll just be me. Today's top story is about the new audio engineering course here at TKA, and here to tell you the story is Sienna Corpus. Take it away, Sienna.
A new class at TKA, quickly rising up the charts. This is gospel for the fallen ones locked away in...
Oh, hello TKA. As you know, there was a new class added on campus just last semester called Audio Engineering. Let's go ask Mr. Seguritan and Mr. Barry what it's all about.
I'm here with Mr. Barry and Mr. Seguritan to ask them a few questions about what goes on in the classroom.
What do you teach in the classroom? Like what goes on in the classroom?
So far what we've covered is kind of just science behind the sounds and how they work, how they function, and we also covered a little bit about music theory, and we're going into a project right now where the students get to create their own instrument, and so Mr. Barry and I have created ours.
Homemade?
Yeah, homemade from
Guitars.
scratch. So we're hoping this kind of quality out of our students as well.
Yes.
Any musical talent to be in this class, or could you pick it up along the way?
I think it's something you could pick up along the way. We've had students last semester that were really afraid of that, and they found out as the time went on in the class that they were actually pretty able to be pretty successful in the class by the things we've taught them. So I think as long as you're open, you are driven, and are coachable, you definitely can create something pretty interesting.
Now for students. I'm here with Hana to ask him some more questions.
What would you say your favorite thing about this classroom is?
I guess my favorite thing about the classroom is first of all, I love Mr. Barry and Mr. Seguritan. They're wonderful teachers, and the way that they engage the class. My favorite thing in the class is the fact that it opens a lot of opportunities to play with music and to kind of create something unique and create a new artistic side of you that you'd never think about. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite part about being in audio engineering?
I like getting to mess around on Logic and get to create our own sounds and create our own song.
And what would you say to like anyone who's thinking about joining?
Do it.
There we go. I'm Sienna Corpus, reporting for the Nightly News.
So it gets higher when you come up here. Put the sound.
Thanks, Sienna. If you like to make the wub-wubs like Skrillex, you should definitely check out the audio engineering class. Fortunately, class selections for the next school year are still open, but act quickly because they close tomorrow at the end of the day. Also, you should get in broadcasting. Remember to eat dinner today, Wednesday, February 17th at Pizza My Heart in Sunnyvale between 4 to 9 p.m. You don't need a flyer, just let them know you are from TKA. Proceeds go towards the needs of the orphanages and Freedom Street. The 15th annual TKA Madness, March Madness, is coming soon. A4 on 4 basketball game will be played during lunch during the month of March. Open to all students and teachers of TKA. For more information, rules, and to sign up, go to the boys' PE office window. Switching gears, let's head over to Sienna Corpus, Jean Chen, to hear what's going on beyond TKA.
Thanks, Julian. Our first story comes from the Pittsburgh City Zoo, where some brave wildlife trainers made a daring rescue. As one of the zoo's largest flightless birds have fallen through a layer of ice in its habitat. The video, which was posted to YouTube by a park guest, features Jesse Anna, seen in the blue t-shirt. He eventually had to jump into the water to guide the ostrich back to safety. After a slight struggle, Anna was able to eventually get to the bird back onto dry ground, where they were both able to get warm. Neither the ostrich nor Anna were hurt during the incident. Our second story takes us to the other side of the globe, at Giza, Egypt to be exact. A German 18-year-old shared footage of his daring climb to the top of Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza, which took him only 8 minutes. In a video posted by the brazen climber, you can see his 8-minute climb to the top of the pyramid, which attracted the attention of the police. According to the reports, the climber ignored warnings from the police to stop and come down, and he paid the price for disregarding them. He was arrested and held for questioning. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm Jean Chen, reporting for The Weird and Wacky. Back to you,
Thanks, Jean. The next mandatory 18 meeting is this Friday, February 19th, at lunch in the W building. Lunch will be provided. See you there. Tables will be out in front of the SAO today until tomorrow, Friday, February 19th. Please look through the lost and found and retrieve your belongings. All items not claimed will be donated to a charity on Friday, February 19th at 4 p.m. For valuable items such as phones, calculators, wallets, keys, earbuds, or jewelry, please ask and identify these inside the SAO. International Thespian Society all members meeting this Thursday, today, February 18th, at lunch in the theater lobby. Reminder, meeting attendance is mandatory for all members. You must have a valid excuse to miss a meeting. Notify Emma, Jessica, or Allie if you cannot make the meeting. Have you ever tried a chocolate croissant? How about French cartoons? Come on out to the French Club on Friday at lunch in P26. They'll be watching a show called Miraculous and be selling pastries for $1. All are welcome. Now let's turn our focus to a little morning trivia. Aisha is here to share some information about what has happened today in history.
Good morning, TKA. I am here to test your knowledge with a few trivia questions about the historical significance of today's date, February 18th, in a segment called Today in History. Take a look at the first question. On this day, in 1885, what famous American novel was published? A. Uncle Tom's Cabin, B. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, C. Little Women, or D. Moby Dick? The correct answer is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Mark Twain published the novel as something of a sequel to his previous novel, Tom Sawyer, but this novel had a far more serious undertone, dealing with slavery and the division between the North and the South. Question number 2. On this day in 1930, which planet was discovered? A. Neptune, B. Pluto, C. Mercury, or D. Saturn? The correct answer is B. Pluto. Pluto has its own moon, Charon, and operates in a double planet system that is large enough to affect the neighboring planets' orbits. However, in August 2006, the International Astronomical Union announced that Pluto was no longer a planet due to new rules that said that planets cannot overlap orbits. Since Pluto's oblong orbit overlaps that of Neptune, it was disqualified. Question number 3. On this day in 1929, which awards ceremony was announced for the first time? A. The Academy Awards, B. The Grammys, C. The Golden Globe, or D. The Nobel Prize? The correct answer is A. The Academy Awards. Contrary to the fanfare and excitement surrounding the awards today, in 1929, the winners were simply named on the back page of the Academy newsletters. The awards were named the Oscars in 1931 when a journalist commented on the golden statue's resemblance to her Uncle Oscar. Well, I hope you and your home group were able to figure those out. That's all I have for you today. Back to you, Julian.
Students who are interested must complete an application and return it to Mrs. Bell by Monday, March 7th for speaking at the senior graduation. Speaker auditions will be Wednesday, March 9th, and performer auditions will be Thursday, March 10th. Have you recently passed your driver's license exam? Congratulations! Apply for the very, very cool TKA student permit, parking permit. Pop into the SAO and always fill out the student parking permit form and be legit. Remember, if you are parking your car without a permit, you can be fined, and the fine is $25. And that concludes this episode of the Nightly News. I'm Julian Shaw. Oh, there's a family feud. Let's see who. Bye.
The Nightly News with questions, comments, suggestions, or technical difficulties.